Hi guys, I hope you are well and welcome back to another video by me, the Budgeting Wing Woman. I really hope you've had a great start to your month. This is my October week 3 cash stuffing and I'm so excited to share it with you. Now you would have previously potentially already seen my binder setup video and I also shared a week 1 cash stuffing. However, I didn't share a week 2 cash stuffing and that is because we didn't have a lot of leftover cash in week 2. My husband actually gets paid weekly. I get paid sporadically being self-employed, so I don't have a set payday. And we actually had a lot come out last week and some unexpected things pop up. So that was kind of what we were dealing with. We've actually already taken some money out of here as well, and I'll explain that in a little bit, which I did cover on our binder setup as well, as there are things that we pay for prior to do our cash stuffing. And we've also had some other bits that we needed to pay for as well. But this week I am going to be stuffing £485, which I'm really excited for. I have some really big goals as to where I want this money to go and things that I want to work towards. So I'm really excited to share this cash stuffing with you. So we really want to kind of become debt free for the little bit of debt that we do have, and we want to clear down those final few credit cards that we've got. None of them have ridiculously high balances, but we do want them to go, and we really want to start working hardcore on our savings and lots of fun things that we want to do with ourselves and the kids and things like that. So if you enjoy budgeting content, cash stuffing, finances, and all that sort of stuff, I would love to have you. Come on over, click subscribe, and do comment down below. I'd love to kind of build a little community over here, talk to you guys. But if you want to see week 3 of October's cash stuffing of £485, then just continue to watch. Okay, so to start with, I'm just going to count up the money that we have here. As you can see, there is quite a lot of it, and that's because I have quite a few cash envelopes and I have quite a bit of different, well, I have quite a lot of different areas that I want to cash stuff. So we're going to count through this together. So we've got 51, 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then that leaves us the 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60, 5, 75, 85, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Plus 135 gives us the grand total of 485, which is perfect. So all the money's there for our cash stuffing to start. So I did mention this on my previous video. However, we actually do all of our food shopping. My husband gets paid on a Friday. I am cash stuffing this on a Saturday. We get all of our food shopping done on a Friday, and we actually top up all of our petrol as well. So I put in a full tank of diesel, which cost me a lot of money. So I do that. Diesel is so expensive at the moment, you guys. So I do that. My husband also does the same. And this doesn't include any of our bills either. So this is literally just our cash stuffing and where we want things to go. I'm actually still waiting on some money to come in from some vintage sales and things like that, but I haven't gotten around to including that. And this week I also have some new savings challenges, so I'm really excited to do that as well. But in the meantime, we're going to jump straight in to what is left in my wallet. And there isn't a lot, guys, there really isn't. So I actually got my nails done, so there's nothing left in nails. And actually there's nothing left in any of my categories whatsoever. However, we do have quite a bit of change. So I'm gonna empty all of this out and we're gonna leave this until the end for some savings challenges. We actually do have quite a bit, and that's because I've had a few marketplace sales from Facebook, and obviously I've been spending as well. So if we just count up, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gosh, £8 in pound coins. I didn't realise we had that many, which is amazing. And then we've also got, I would love to start a 50p challenge, but I haven't got that yet. We've also got 50, 50, so 150 in 50p's. And then we have got 20, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 120, 115, 20, 100, £1.22 in pennies as well. So I'm going to actually leave them to the side. Now, for anyone that watched my week 1 cash stuff in, you will know that I hadn't yet set up a challenge. So I actually have this pot and I actually need to add this to this pot and then pop this into my savings challenges. So I'm going to do that at the end when I get to my savings challenges. So I'm just going to move this over here for the time being. And then I'm going to start with this week's cash stuff in. So to start off with, I'm actually going to start with my kind of everyday wallet. Now, I don't actually need to pop anything into my nails this week, and I could probably actually, let's move that one. Yeah, let's move that to the back because my nails won't be getting done for a few weeks now. And so this is when I actually need to spend for my nails. Okay, so to start off with, we have spending. Now, spending is going to be getting a 10. Then we have kids. Now I'm popping £5 into kids this week. Then we have eating out. So I actually wanted to pop a bit more money into here this week because I do have some plans to potentially go out with the boys. So I have 20, 30, 5. So that's in there. And then drinks, I'm not going to put anything in. And then miscellaneous, I'm going to pop £10 into. So I've just got there just in case. And then, like I said, nothing in nails. So that is that one, all done, all ready to go for the week. Now, the next one I'm going to move on to is my high priority binder, which, as it kind of said in the name, is a high priority. So let's just move this forward here. Okay, so this one is obviously very high priority for me. I've actually just turned on the lights. I'm not quite sure how that looks, but it's gotten very dark in here all of a sudden. I do need to get my ring light out, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. So hopefully the lighting isn't too off. Okay, so to start off with, we've got our emergency fund. Now, I did mention in my last video, however, an emergency fund for us isn't very essential. We're actually not really doing too much when it comes to an emergency fund, as we've actually decided to actually clear down our credit card debt because of the interest that's being accrued on the debt. And we actually figured that if we need to use anything, we're going to slowly start saving towards an emergency fund. However, in the meantime, we obviously have all of our sinking funds, which we won't have had previously either. And then on top of that, we will have the credit card that if we need to, we can use them. And obviously during this time, it means we're just saving all of the interest on that card unless we absolutely need to use them as a last resort. So I did save £10 previously, and I'm actually just gonna go over this little cloud. Because it didn't work very well before. And then this week I've actually just decided to add another 10. So in our emergency fund we now have 20. So I can colour in another cloud. Now I actually sell these over on my Etsy store. So I actually do these in a range of different amounts. You can save different amounts. This one actually saves 500, which is going to be my initial target. Shake that off, make sure that's all dry, and pop that one in. Now, next up we have personal hygiene. Now this one is getting a 5 this week, which means this one now has 5/10. Now this one is obviously for things like opticians, dentists, and things like that. Household, I've actually decided is going to get a 5 this week, so that'll just be £5 straight into household, which is quite nice. Then we have vehicle maintenance. Now, I've recently blown out a lot of money on vehicle maintenance. However, this week I'm adding another £5, so then we will have 5 and 10, which is amazing. And then next up we have debt. Now, I am working really hard on our debt payments. However, I do have some challenges. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this because I actually have a debt one in one of my sinking funds. And I think I'm going to actually keep it separate, and I'm going to leave the debt savings challenge as another one entirely. So for this one, I am going to add £30 into debt, which means that alongside this, it now has 40, so 20, 30, 40. And actually, you know, I'm saying that, what do I want to do? I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm going to, let's move this one out of here. So I actually have this savings challenge, and I'm going to move this one out of here. I actually have this savings challenge, which I've got here. I absolutely love it. I think it's stunning. Again, this is actually also available on my Etsy store, and I have different amounts in these as well. This one is to initially save 500. So what I think I'm actually going to do is mark this off. So I've actually got £50. So let's do, what should we do? Let's do one of these ones. I'm just gonna, don't really know whether I like doing it like that, but if we've got 20, and then let's do a 15. Might regret doing it like this. 35. And then let's also do a 10, that's 45, and then let's also do a 5. I think just for the feeling of feeling like I'm a little bit more accomplished, and I've got more ticked off. So yeah, we've kind of got a few in there now, which amounts to a 50. Maybe I shouldn't have done it like that, but hey ho, that's how I've done it. I'm gonna leave that one actually out to the side to dry. So then, after debt, we now actually have pet care, and oh my goodness, we actually had to spend out of this. So on top of the sinking funds, I've already actually spent out for a few different things this week. So some of the things that I've already actually had to pay out for are a vaccination, my dog's vaccinations. I've also had to pay out for a mail redirect for my post, which was very frustrating, but it's one of those things that I just have to do. So I've already paid out for that because again, that needed to kind of come out of my bank account. I needed the cash for it, the actual digital cash for it. And I also had a fine that I had to pay as well of £100. So I've already taken that out of this cash stuffing. So Petcare had 10 and I was saving up for her vaccinations with this. And Petcare's actually still going to get a further £5 this week. However, I've already done her vaccinations this week as well. So I was saving for her vaccinations initially. I now don't need to worry about that. But this is going to be for things like, we already pay for her food on subscription, but this is going to be for things like toys, flea, worming and things like that. So 10, 15 in pet care. And then following on from that, we've got tax. Now I am self-employed, so I do want to start saving up. So I'm adding another 5. So we have 5 and 10 in tax, just for my tax, obviously. And then we also have our holiday, which I love. Okay, so our holiday is actually going to be getting a further £20 today. So now we actually do have to pay this off monthly, this holiday, and so I'll be saving in here over the weeks and then kind of clearing things down. But I've decided there are certain weeks in the next few weeks I can do a bit more. So in here I actually have 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, and then £2 to make 117. So that's what we've currently got in our holiday. And we need just under 400 in here each month. So I'm gonna pop that in there. Now I actually think as well in my, in here, did I make a holiday one? I feel like I made a holiday one. I definitely did, but I'm gonna keep that one separate, and there's a reason for that, so I'll go into that a bit later. Okay, so we've got that one. And then that is everything for in here. So these are my high priority ones done. And then I'm gonna move on to my low priority sinking funds. Okay, so then we have the low priority. Okay, so I've not long had my nails done, but obviously they are gonna crop back up again. So, let's have a look. I feel like this is all gone out of order. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna pop £10 in for my nails to start saving for my next appointment. And I actually had to pre-book my Christmas nail appointment at the appointment that I've just had a week or so ago, which was kind of a bit of a shock to me. And I was like, oh my goodness, didn't realize I need to book it so soon. So I was so glad that I actually had like some miscellaneous spending in my everyday wallet so I could actually do this. So that really, really helped. So first we've got nails. Then we've got fuel. So like I said, I've already allocated some money for my husband's fuel. I've actually also been digitally stuffing his fuel, and we also have some extra grocery money that we pop in for like extra top-up shops. So I actually have got groceries here, but he does a lot of the extra top-up shops, so I've done that digitally as well. We don't allocate a lot for our leftover amounts, and then like I said, he's got his budget for extra fuel. I've already done a big top-up. This is just in case I need anything extra. So we have 15 going into my fuel. Then we are leaving groceries, and then we have haircuts. My son is desperate for a haircut, so I'm actually going to be popping £10 into there today. So we have 10, 15, and that should be enough to get his haircut done in the next week or so. And then we have kids, and I'm gonna pop, I'm hoping I'm doing this right, otherwise I'm gonna have to swap them around, but I'm gonna pop some 5s in there for each of my children. So 5, 10 going into there. Oh dear, here we go. And then we have eating out, and I've already stuffed eating out in our main binder, but I also wanted to add just a little bit extra and just start building this up, because we do like to go out for dinners and things like that. So I'm gonna pop £10 in there today. And then home renovations. So home renovations currently has nothing, but today, excitingly, it's getting £5. So I'm really excited that I can slowly start popping some bits in. And home renovations is for more like decorating and things like that, whilst we also have a household one, which is for more in case appliances break or things like that. Now gifts, I'm also popping £5 in. This one is for more children's friends and things like that, birthday parties, but that actually has £10 in now. Drinks is not getting nothing, and then we have family fun, which is getting £10. So we are actually going away over the half term, and obviously there is a half term coming up as well, so we're going away for a few days, and we also have lots of things coming up like pumpkin picking and things like that. So I just want to make sure we've got a little bit of money in there for our family fun, so 10 and 15 in there. And then we have clothing. Now I've been selling a lot of stuff on Vinted, and I haven't put half the money in here that I should actually be putting in here, because I've actually been using it to pay off other things and using it to cash stuff other areas. I just kind of always put myself laugh, but I'm actually gonna start topping this up. So today I'm gonna pop £10 into clothing, which means that I now have £20 in clothing, which seems mad because I never prioritise me and my clothes. I think my kids are in new clothing all the time, and then here's me rocking 10-year-old clothing. And then excitingly as well, I'm also gonna pop £5 into date night. I just really kind of want to get these started. Me and my husband don't go out a lot, but I would love to have some money, and if we can get enough in there over the next couple of weeks or months, we might be able to treat ourselves. Organising is getting nothing. And then subscriptions. Now I really want to start working on subscriptions, just so we can start. We do have quite a few subscriptions, just the essential ones like Disney, Prime, Netflix, but I would love to pay these annually. So I'm going to start trying to build this slowly and start with £5. Then we also have our 10th anniversary. Now I touched on this, our 10th anniversary is still quite a while away. However, I would love to get started on this and start slowly popping some money in. We have like 3 years, but I will probably go a little bit more hardcore on this, you know, later down the line in a few years or so, but let's start slowly, and I'm gonna pop £5 into our 10th anniversary. And then I'm so glad we have this binder. So nothing's going into karate this week. However, we do have football. Now, football actually had £85 in this, and that was because my son needed a new football kit. However, last weekend his football boots broke, so we actually had to spend a chunk of money out of this. So I do need to top this back up with some more money so that it's got the full 85 that he needs for his football kit. So we've obviously done the football boots, but I'm so glad that I had the money to chuck into this when he was desperately in need. So this now has 85, so 50, 70, 85. So that is in there. And then we have miscellaneous and our spending, but our spending we're not stuffing. I've already stuffed mine, so that one is fine as well. Okay, so the next one is my events binder. I love my events binder. I feel like it's such a fun binder to have. And this basically covers everything like our back to school and all things like that. So let's pop that like that, shall we? Okay, so it might seem a bit weird to be stuffing back to school. However, my son's school bags have already broken, so they are going to need some more. And also, they will need some school trousers and things like that. So I do want to make sure we've got enough for that. So I'm popping £10 into back to school. And also, I know what they're like for school shoes. My son actually just informed me that he needs some new school trainers. So there's definitely things we're going to need to pay out for. So that has £10.15 going in back to school. And then we have Halloween. Now Halloween is going to be getting £10 today. So that has 10 and 20. We have things like Halloween costumes. Like I said, we've got a lot of different Halloween things going on. So I just want to again know that I've got money for that. And then firework night, we will be out on firework night. So I'm just going to start saving for this just for our entrance and any food and that on the night. So we now have 5 and 10. And excuse any background noises. I have a dog, a cat, children. They're all running around. It's a Saturday, so. And then parents. We actually have somebody's birthday coming up, so we're actually going to pop £10 into parents today, just so we can start working on that. That's not until the end of November, but I want to be prepared. Then we have Black Friday, and then we have Christmas gifts. Now this one is a really exciting one. So we currently have £10 in there. However, I am actually going to be saving a bit more. Oh, I'm a bit worried that I've actually done this completely wrong. Okay, so we're actually popping 150 in there today. So we've got 100 there, 20, and then we have 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, and 50. So I've definitely used more than what I planned to spend. Or not what I necessarily planned to spend, but I've definitely used my denominations the wrong way. But it's fine, we can juggle them around. Okay, so that now gives us in here 51, 25, 35, 45, 50, plus the 10, done that completely wrong, haven't I? So 160 in our Christmas gifts. Now I actually have some work money due in myself, so a huge chunk of that is actually going to be going towards the boys' Christmas presents. But I wanted to know that we have a good chunk of that already saved for when that starts. And then I think I actually have, yes, so we're not actually doing anything else. All the rest are kind of later on in the year, so we're not doing that now. However, we are gonna have some fun and do some of the challenges that I got, which I'm really excited about. So, actually, and again, I think I need to move these. Let me know how you guys would do this. So I actually have some challenges that I've made myself that I really, really love. But I'm not quite sure if I'm just gonna keep these in with the other ones. So I've got this one here, which is a Christmas challenge. And I've also got a holiday one. And I haven't figured that one out yet. So I'm gonna leave that one for this week. Yeah, the Christmas one, I don't know whether I should have it as like an extra top up and have this one as more like our Christmas savings for like food and stuff. So I might do that. I might leave this one here and this one will be something completely different. And so, the first one that I'm gonna do is Knockout 9. Now I actually printed these off myself. I'm not very happy with how they came out, but I did print them off and I laminated them. So we're gonna start off with Knockout 9. So I'm really excited to do this one. I've seen so many people doing it. And I actually have a dice. So you've got to roll 2 dice together. I have 1, so we're just gonna add up the numbers and see what we get. And then you cross them out, and then I believe as soon as you can't save any more, you go. So you can either add up the numbers or choose them as they are. So we've got a 1 plus 3, so we've got a 4. So Let's cross out the 4. And then we've got a, oh, is that 6? I think that's a 6. And a 4. So is that 10? So we can cross out, if we do a 9 and a 1. Thinking that might be a really bad idea. We get an odd number. So what's that one? A 6 and a 2. So that's an 8. And then we have a 4 and a 2, which is a 6, which means we can't do it. So I think that leaves us having to put all this in, doesn't it? 8, 7, 5, and 3. Oh dear, I think I've done that right. 8, 7, 5, and 3. Is that right? So we've got 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 equals £23. Oh dear, that doesn't give me any money to do any of my other challenges. Oh no, that's so annoying. Okay, well, that is what it is. That is how you play the game. So it looks like we've got £23. I'm just going to double check. So we've got 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3. I actually allocated £20 to do challenges with, and I've completely blown it. But hey ho, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I actually had to go with the fro, so I was actually going to allocate most of the £5 to that, but it is what it is. So let's just pop that in there, and then once this one is completely filled up, which will be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more weeks time, then I'm obviously going to look to reallocate this to a sinking fund. So I'm obviously not sure which one, but I'm going to look to reallocate that. So that one's got some money in it, and it doesn't look like we can do anything else. I actually had some holiday ones. I had some £5 saving challenges, but this week it looks like none of them are going to be done. So the other one that I have here is actually my penny savings challenge, which I'm really excited to do. So what we're going to do is, just trying to think, because I've obviously got this extra money, but there's not really much I can do with this, and these aren't really pennies. £4. What I might do, because I don't want to pop any pennies in, what I might actually do is, and I know this is kind of cheating, but I might actually pop the extra 4 in and take a 5 back. Now I know that's cheating, but then that actually lets me have a go with the fro, because I really wanted to do. Okay, so I'm not sure if you saw everything that I just said then, because my camera just died. However, I've actually just taken a £5 out of here. I've added the £4 change because I didn't really have any other challenges to pop them in that are smaller. So I'm definitely going to look to get a smaller savings challenge for my pound coins. And then in the meantime, I'm going to do go with the fro, because I really wanted to do this one. So I'm going to throw the dice and see what happens. I actually numbered this as number 10 because I didn't think I had a dice, but then I ordered these dice. So I actually have a 0 now. So we're going to scrap that one, and we're going to see where we're going to place the £5. Okay, so the 5 is going into 7. Oh, which is really exciting. That's our 10-year anniversary one. How exciting. So, did I pop that as a high priority? I don't think I did I? Okay. So the £5 is going into our 10-year anniversary. So we've gone from nothing in our 10-year anniversary to having an extra 5. So now we have 5 and 10. Super exciting. And that's why I did these. So I really kind of did these categories purposefully on things that I didn't either think we were gonna really necessarily use or spend on, and things that we weren't gonna prioritise. Or alternatively, I thought, well, actually, I'll do them for things that we really kind of want to bulk up. So yeah, there's things on there like, so we have Christmas, their birthday parties, kids' birthdays, emergency fund, vehicle maintenance, holiday, 10-year anniversary, date night, and I've also got a birthday one for mine, just to actually add some money back into a fund. So I actually had some money given to me for my birthday, and I actually spent it all just because I wanted to clear down some debt we had instead. So I actually just want to clear and maybe buy myself a little something and treat myself a little bit. So that's the plan with that. Okay, so next up, again, my camera battery has died again, not quite sure what's going on, but next up we have the penny saving challenge, which again, I made myself. So we actually have all of this. So I'm gonna add all of this up, add it to what we had last week. Oh, there's another pound. That other pound I can actually pop back in where it's meant to go. So we're not actually sure. What am I doing? And then we can start ticking this off. So I'm gonna add this all up quickly, so bear with me. Okay, so we have £4.91. So I'm just gonna start taking off the highest one. So we've got minus 0.9. I'm just gonna pop a dot on them, I think. So I'm going minus 89, minus 88, minus 87, minus 86, and then that also leaves us with 51. Amazing. So we've also got that one done as well. Okay, so we've already filled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, which is amazing. So I'm gonna leave all of that in this pot here, and then pop this challenge away in here, and hopefully we can get that filled up pretty fast. I think that one saves around £40, that challenge, which is nice. And then again, we can reallocate that as well. Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed watching week 3's cash stuffing for October. Do let me know if there is anything else that you think that I can do to improve the way that I'm cash stuffing or change anything up. If you have enjoyed it, I would love for you to like this video and subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below as well. I'd love to chat with you guys, but I will see you all for another cash stuffing very, very soon. Bye guys.